Hi there, I'm Karen Molesbury and I'm your web development and social media teacher during third hour. We meet on Mondays and Thursdays at 12:30. And so let me just dive in and tell you a little bit about myself by using a presentation I created. So I'm going to go out to my PowerPoint and scroll up and then click on present. So I went to school in the UK and did the majority of my schooling, and I got a business degree with information technology from Cardiff. And then I went to Warwick University to do my master's in education before my husband and I moved out to America in 2001. And we then started on a 2-year contract, which then ended up being 19 years so far. And during that time, I got a master's in career and technical education from Western University. And I have endorsements in business, vocational, and computer science education. I've been married for 20 years to Simon, who works for ZF North America. We have 2 children, Hannah, who's a sophomore at Stony, and Holly, who is an 8th grader at Hart. We have 2 golden retrievers that you may have seen us being dragged around Rochester. We walk them daily, and their names are Toby and Harper, and we became citizens in 2013. As a family, we love to travel, and the fact that we haven't been able to get on a plane recently meant that we bought ourselves a 1994 vintage Shasta motorhome, which we renovated, and then we were able to travel out west to West Yellowstone, Montana, and the Dakotas, and had a phenomenal time this summer. We like to work out, eat, cook, volunteer in the community, and we love our RHS family. I have some other commitments other than teaching at school. I also help with internships in the community, helping kids with co-op and practicum placements. I also run a club with Mrs. Gambero, Business Professionals of America, where we are able to help students compete in 52 different events at the regional and state and national level. And we encourage business students to join our club so that they can network, engage, pad out their resumes, and get career, college, and life ready. I also have a ski snowboard club that I run on a Thursday night during the winter season. So if you're interested in recreational ski and snowboarding at 50% off, then please join my club. And all information about clubs and associations will be available after you've listened to your child's scheduled teacher videos. I've had a couple of career highlights. Going to China with Mr. DeLuca and teaching English as a second language was a phenomenal experience. I've gone to Paris Island to the Marine Educator Boot Camp to learn more about education in the forces and how recruits are taken care of going through the process of becoming a Marine and further on in life. So that was really eye-opening, and it gave me a whole different perspective of our services. I also go to New York at least once a year to work with Virtual Enterprise, where we provide an online portal for our students to run a virtual company, and we compete against other students and companies in the nation and across the world. And it's really cool because we get to go in the city and we network and engage and work with many huge companies in New York that want to mentor our students. And then down the bottom here, if I have an opportunity to get immersed in what's going on in industry, I would love to do that. And so here's me on the drive-through window taking orders and making coffee at Tim Hortons on Rochester Road. So I also teach marketing and advertising, just so you know. I also have a small business class that I run where you actually can create your own business plan for a business idea you have. And then I also, along with web development, social media, I also run computer operations and business. So these 2 classes, computer operation and business, and web development, they actually fit very well together. And I would encourage your child to take both of these classes before they graduate. The web development social media class is really cool because it looks at the coding of websites and the behind the scenes of websites as far as the data and analytics. We look at sales and how to drive sales through websites and social media platforms. And we're able to do that by using a simulation called Mimic Social. Kids will also get to use Photoshop a lot more than they ever have because I've been making lots of visual content for that. So I'm going to go out and I'm going to show you a little bit about Mimic Social. So Mimic Social is a platform which simulates the real world as far as taking 5 or 6 social media platforms and using those platforms simultaneously and driving data decisions by using the analytics behind the scenes. So Buoy is a company that specializes in backpacks, purses, and wallets. So they give us the scenario, but what they also do is tell us what is going to happen when you use certain platforms and introduce you to the idea and notions of clicks, shares, and likes, and followers, and conversions, and all of the things that we need to know about when we choose a platform depending on our target audience. So I'm finding that using this simulation has just really opened our eyes to the power of social media and how our decisions to buy things are really driven through these platforms. The other thing I have is my Google Classroom. So when you click on my Google Classroom, I have the remind code at the top, along with the links to my Zoom calls, and then further down my schedule and how you can get into contact with me. And then every week I post what we're doing that week right here at A Week at a Glance, so you know exactly what we're doing. So that's it in a nutshell. So please don't hesitate to get in touch if you have any further questions. I thank you for your time. I also thank your children every day for being so kind, engaging, thoughtful, honest, open, and willing, and they do a really good job of that every single day when they come to class via Zoom. And I pray and hope that by October we'll be face-to-face so we can do things like we've always done them. All right, well, you take care. Have a great day. Thanks so much for listening.